Hi everyone. I wanted to just take a moment to touch base with everyone and bring you up to date with our most up-to-date information. First of all, welcome to spring 2020. You're never going to forget this one, our first pandemic. And look, there's some rules that I'm hoping and some information I can share with you that perhaps can be of help as we all stay home, stay safe distances apart, as we all wash our hands, try not to touch our face. Do you know that we touch on average our faces 16 times an hour? So we have to become cognizant of that. Let's not touch our faces. Let's delegate someone in the house to go get our groceries and do that as infrequently as possible. So that means not running down to Sobeys every day just because we can. It's important for everybody in our community who hasn't paid their sewer bill yet to understand that you may still, we can be a bill payment from your bank, online banking, or you can drop it. We do have a mail slot at the outside of the office. You can drop it in there. But I do want everyone to know that, look, your bill payment is going to be due when we resume normal hours. So if you can't get down to either of those choices, your discount is still in place and we'll accept your payment once we get back to normal hours. Our office staff is all working. They're all connected virtually. So we're sometimes in, sometimes out, but look, at the phones are always being answered. If you have any issue, I want you to be sure to call. Building permits, things like if you're looking for something to do while you're staying at home and you got a job you've been wanting to do, building permits, you can go to our town website. There is so much information there. If you go to the town website, the town, gbw.ca, there's a coronavirus pick there. If you pick that, you will find all of the links to the most up-to-date, reliable information that is out there with respect to both the provincial and the federal government. And we want to, by the way, say a big thank you to all of those working so hard on our behalf at both of those levels. I think it's also perfect to know that, let's see what else I wanted to tell you. Oh yes, snowbirds are returning home. It's important that if you're aware of a snowbird, if you can help them out, look, they are going to be forced to isolate once they get home for 14 days. That means they shouldn't go to the grocery store on the way home. They should go directly home. If you're aware of someone like that, you might want to offer to pick up some groceries for them, take them to the home before they arrive, or take them afterwards and leave them on the doorstep. But it is important that they don't intermingle with our community. That's how community spread happens. So we want to, of course, I won't say not ever have it, but certainly delay that as much as possible. As everyone's been telling us, we're trying to take the community spread out of this in order to eliminate the curve as much as is possible. The other thing I would want you to know is if you're aware of a vulnerable person or someone that needs help, we would want you to know that you can go to our website or you can call EMO directly. We have that number up and working. It's 343-0974. You can call that anytime, or you can go to emo.towngbw.ca. There's all kinds of opportunity and message there as well to register or make us aware of someone or of an issue that you think we should be aware of. I guess there are many good examples. I want to say I drove around on Sunday, beautiful day, to see how we were doing as a community paying attention to all the rules, and boy, you get an A+ grade. As much as I'm sorry to say, the playgrounds were all empty. They have to be. They're not being cleaned each day. You don't know who's been there. So the children really, unless you're cleaning them when you take your own children, you probably shouldn't be there. But it is important to get outside. We are blessed in this province to have all kinds of areas we can go where the odds of seeing somebody are pretty slim, actually. So take advantage of that. Enjoy nature. That'll get us away from that house craziness we may all be feeling these days. What else do I want to tell you? Pretty good, I guess. Oh, I would want to let you know River Watch for those who are, and I'm sure there are many of you, concerned about whether or not we're going to have flooding this year on top of everything else we're dealing with. I would share with you that from personal information, certainly the ice is out of the Nerepus. That's early this year. It appears that a lot of the ice is already out of the St. John River up the reach as you look up that way. And that said, the river level is a ½ meter below that which it was at the same time last year. All of those things are working in our favor, and we'll keep our fingers crossed in hopes that we don't need to have a flood this year on top of everything else. But let me assure you, you should be getting ready for those things, as we are as well. And I guess the other thing I would want to close with is this. What happens tomorrow is completely dependent on our behavior today, so try to remember. So safe distance between anybody. I have seen a number of you walking that are probably maybe not from the same household. You're okay if you're within the same household, but if you're not, you really should be maintaining that distance. But the other thing is isolate, stay home. We can do this. I know we can do this. Let's get through this, and for as many weeks as it's going to take, and listen to the recommendations that are made available to us. Thanks, everybody.